You have been so misunderstood. Your entire life, I'm seeing, you have been misunderstood. You've made choices, you've made risky choices. I see you're like a person who really operates through play and experimentation. And every time you do this, it's like that the misunderstanding and that outsider and that other energy continues to grow and grow and grow. It's kind of like a snowball effect where you and it's almost like each decision you make, each kind of out of character, like you are just a person who constantly is expanding and trying new things and getting out of your comfort zone, and it's like each decision builds upon itself. It's like your life has really been a domino effect. And it's like you started off, maybe in high school you started making some choices that were different or something that other people wouldn't have chosen to do. And they like, that girl's kind of weird. And I just see like the older you get, the more weird you get. I'm seeing like, you know, I'm very curious to see what type of person you will be within old age. Like I'm seeing, like a Dumbledore type person where they're not quite sure, like, are you wise? Are you crazy? Are you a little bit of both? Do you know something that other people don't know? Is there a reason? Like, they want to know if you know something that makes you feel confident enough to do this. Like, and people are even wondering, maybe you have a secret in your back pocket. Like maybe your secret, the idea of, oh, I'm just waiting for my best friend to come out and tell me that they're fabulously wealthy and this has all been a test. Like there's this feeling of people thinking you're secretly wealthy or you secretly have some sort of, I don't know, intel or information that the normal person doesn't have. And I feel like a little bit it's true. There's like a little bit of truth to that. There's this idea, like, I feel like your intuition or your connection with the divine and with, all that is a little bit, a little bit of something that other people don't know. And it does give you that confidence to take leaps of faith over and over and over again. And maybe that information is because you've done it so many times, how magic works and how magic can play out. So yeah, you can take a leap of faith with confidence. Maybe you don't know what's going to happen, but you do know that you have been held and supported every single time that you have taken a leap of faith in the past. So you, and it just, I feel like the more you do this, it's like people don't know if they should love you or hate you. And that's, they know they feel something about you. There is definitely big emotions that you stir up in people, but they're not quite sure which way it goes. And part of them wants to be on your side because even though maybe you haven't seen the wins yet, you're doing it with a smile on your face and you're doing it with such a feeling of hope and optimism. I'm seeing the main character of One Piece, Monkey D. Luffy. So like this, maybe you don't have physical proof yet, but the energy you carry makes people believe you. And so then they're like, maybe it's not going to work out, but if it does, what they're about to manifest is so big. We want to be on their team. We want to be on their side. Whatever they got going on, we want to be a part of it. So there's something here that even though maybe some people are hateful towards you or don't really like you or don't fully understand you, it's like you have this charm, like you kind of enchant people. And I feel like it's because you dream. Like there's this head held high dreamer energy that makes people, even though they're unsure of you, there's something enchanting and almost like seductive about it. You draw people in with this hope that you carry and this crazy optimism. So it's like, yeah, even though they kind of hate you for it a little bit, like it's also, you know, there's something about someone who shines so bright. People who are naturally more negative are going to be irritated by you, but it's like they're irritated by you, but they can't help to love you for it. Like you really trigger people, but they can't help to be thankful and love you for it. And maybe it's not in the beginning, but the further you go on, they kind of start to feel this way about you. Okay, so I will say that I'm seeing something here about rest and needing to rest easy and regain your strength because, so we have it like this, okay? Underneath the surface, we have this going inwards, and maybe it is just with all these eyes on you, and there is this sort of fame energy that you carry. And I think there's something about it because it's new for you. You know, I think for a long time you've been judged negatively, but it's only recently that you're starting to feel your own enchantment and have people drawn in by it. So I feel like this is relatively new, and you kind of feel the need to take a break and go into yourself and just like ground for a second, be like, hold up, what is going on? What is happening with me? What? And it's because you're becoming this person, the Nine of Pentacles person. You know, you're stepping into a level of embodiment and just confidence and elegance that you have never had before. Like, I'm just getting grown woman energy from you. And that's, maybe you've always felt like a little girl inside, even, you know, you've been an adult for some time, but deep inside you still felt like that little scared girl. And now you are feeling more like the embodied woman. This, like, you have this freedom to make your own choices, and you can do whatever you want. And maybe that, like, that's you, finally you have safety and freedom to take those risks that you're so good at. And it's like, wow, I literally can do anything. And you kind of have to sit in that. And it's almost, it's not so much resting in like an exhaustion way, it's resting to savor how good it feels. Like, you want to remember this moment in time when you felt this way, when you felt this good, when you finally started to see your success. You want to sit in this so that you can remember it forever. You never want to forget this feeling of, you know, finally seeing your manifestations, abundance, and all come to fruition. Like, you want to feel those first fruits feelings, and you want to before you welcome anyone else into this space that you've created, you want to take a moment to enjoy it yourself and just soak. And I think you do really like people. There's something about you that's very extroverted and charismatic, and you love to talk, you love to hear yourself talk, you love to, you know, stir up emotions in other people, and you like to see yourself reflected through the eyes of other people. But there's something here about really enjoying yourself as well in your own company. And maybe it's because you're being seen and you're getting out into the world, and you have such a strong sense of community now that, like, you have so much of that external, more extroverted, more social energy that when you, it's like, okay, you're out and about all day long, but when you get home, it's time for you to draw within and be your own source of validation and be your own source of comfort and your own source of friendship, you know? Like, you really are enjoying your time that you spend by yourself. And it's almost like there's some sort of physical manifestations as well you kind of want to enjoy. I just see, you know, you have a beautiful sofa and you want to enjoy it, and you want to read all these beautiful books you've bought yourself, and you want to enjoy the good food that's in your fridge. There's like, you have so many beautiful, nice things, and you want to enjoy them. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I think the more that you give yourself the space to sit and enjoy those things, the more of those things will come in. It's like you taking the space to honor them and enjoy them is what is going to create the energy for more. And that's with this Nine of Pentacles, there is this feeling of more is coming because you have become more, because you have stepped into your own worthiness, because you are confident to take risks without other people's validation. Now you're getting the external validation. Now people are seeing you and cheering you on and celebrating you. And now, like, you are so embodied that the only thing that can happen is more. There's like, the only thing that can come from here is abundance. And I feel like it's something that is, maybe it will fluctuate, you know, especially you still have the Fool energy, and the Fool energy is giving fluctuation a little bit, and experimentation, still room for play. But I feel like you know that this can never be taken from you, because even if it's taken from you, you have the skills and the confidence to do it again and again and again. It's like, if I could do it once, I could do it 1,000 times. Your energy is feeling so confident in such a juicy, beautiful way. I freaking love it. I like, drop in the comment box. I want to hear what's going on with you, because this energy I feel from you is like, I know who I am. I like who I am. I like what I do. I like how I do it. Like, there's this amazing, ooh, I love it. You are so powerful. Okay. If this is the first time YouTube has brought you to me, we're going to thank the algorithm for doing its magic. My name is Ava Alana. I'm a spiritual advisor and consultant. I use tools like tarot and astrology to help my clients reach their highest potential, their biggest dreams, their best timelines. We do that by using these tools to overcome any obstacles or energetic blocks, or just ways you're self-sabotaging and getting in your own way. And I do it in a more coaching style. I like to give practical advice. I like to give homework. I like to keep it as grounded as possible so that you can actually start to apply these spiritual tools and make it meaningful to you in your life. I also do general tarot and astrology readings. If you just want a quick, if you have some sort of question you want me to look into, I can take a more personal look at your exact situation. Those will all be in the description box at stanstore/Ava Alana. Also, if you've been here this far and you're resonating, you're enjoying the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That's kind of your part on the equal energetic exchange to kind of accept these blessings. That's what the magic I put over these videos is that everyone who contributes to me will get blessed. So yes, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So we do have the King of Cups and Page of Pentacles here. And again, with the previous two cards, how we were talking about the leaning into the Four of Swords, the rest is leading to more of the Nine of Pentacles, embodied abundance. This is how the situation is here. There's this Page of Pentacles is leading you to confidence within your intuition and into your ability to take action on your intuition. Wow, that card is really loud. So with the Page of Pentacles, I want to talk about how the pages have sort of an energy of that Fool card, in my opinion, because it's a new feeling. I'm taking action and I'm doing these things and I'm kind of following the guidance I'm being given and I'm really, doing the work, but it's new. And maybe you feel like a little bit of imposter syndrome, a little bit of self-doubt, but you're still, in spite of all those feelings, of those insecurities, you're putting yourself out there and you're working towards something. Even if you're a beginner, even if you feel like you don't have all the skills necessary yet, you're trying and there's a level of commitment, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm here. I showed up, okay? And with Pentacles, it is something, I feel like this is something to do with your money or your work. You have been given, and there is a feeling with the cups above. Cups is water, it's your emotions, it's the watery realm, spiritual, the unseen. There's something here about this is teaching you how to build a life that comes from a space of intuition and soul. And so there's something here about how you make money or the work you're meant to do in this life or how you're meant to contribute physically to the collective. And these little tasks, it's because with the page almost needs a leader or a boss to tell them what to do next. I'm hearing that your leader or your boss is the divine. It's the universe. The actions you're being told to do, even though you're a beginner, are coming straight from source and from the heart. And that is why they will pay off. That is why they will have a reward behind them, is because it's coming from something bigger, something grand, something that's larger than this life, okay? And that's why there is also going to be stability, because it's built from, it's not built from trying to, it's not from a place of ego or trying to, there is a feeling of, being validated by other people here, external validation, and there's a place and there's a way to accept it in a healthy way, but the actions you are taking have nothing to do with anyone else. It has to do with, no, I believe this is where I'm being guided to go. It has, and that's, you've experienced judgment. So you're in a place where you can do this because you are not afraid of judgment. Yes, I think you're being praised at this time, but you aren't afraid to lose that praise. It's not something that you're desperately holding on to. It's not your motivation. Your motivation is that it's almost you want to do right by the life you've been given. You've been given this life for a reason. You've been given certain gifts and tools, and you want to use them to the best of your ability. You want to be a good steward of what you've been given, and you want to make something big and something beautiful out of it. And you want to You want to have a life that feels intentional and in alignment. Like every single thing that you do is from a place of flow and from being in love with your existence and not fighting the experience of being human, but leaning into the experience of being a human and just really savoring it and enjoying it. And this will, I do, again, there's a sense of leadership. I don't know that you necessarily have a group of people that you're leading currently, but you are developing the tools and the confidence and the resources, the internal resources, the attributes, the qualities of a good leader, and a leader who will lead from a place of intuition, which I don't think there are a lot of intuitively led leaders at this point in time. And I think that's something that our world deeply needs. And so you are getting the schools, you're being schooled, you're gaining the qualifications to be a leader, to do something. And I feel like there is something that you are meant to do here. There is some divine purpose. And I believe that for every single human on this earth there, and it doesn't matter how it shows up. It literally, if you love crocheting and you sell your crocheting patterns, that could be the way that you are fulfilling some sort of purpose in this life. Purpose does not have to be, this grand thing. Sometimes it's just being a human and having a full experience, or just getting a chance to really be authentic, those things. So purpose can be tied to a bunch of different things, and it also can be a feeling. And that's, especially with the King of Cups, it's like your purpose is some feeling, and you're stepping into that feeling, and you're also exploring what it is. And I think maybe you don't, with this page, you don't fully know what it is, but you know that you know what it's not, okay? You know how you don't want to feel. You know what is not in alignment. And that is helping you, kind of guiding you forward and helping you figure out, okay, and there is a feeling of exploration here. There is a feeling of openness. Like you're like, I have no idea what exactly it is, but I know that it's not that, and I do know that I'm being called in this sort of direction. I'm not sure how it will play out, but I'm willing to take the chance because I want to see where this goes. And there's a sort of, and this is a lot of Fool energy. There's a sort of curiosity there, like what could this be? What could be possible for me? What do my angels and my spirit team want me to see that I'm not noticing? Because and that's what's really beautiful about you, is you don't get so hung up on your own ideas. You're very open to inspiration from outside sources. You're like, maybe I don't know the best way, and maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's bigger and better for me out there. What is, show me how good it gets. Show me how good it gets. I want you to know that whatever is coming in for you, again, with that Four of Swords and Nine of Pentacles, we kind of touched on it, of wanting to enjoy it for yourself. The admonishment, or the little bit of advice here with the Four of Pentacles, is to be selective and discerning about who you share this with. And also, you are allowed to enjoy this for yourself. I feel like I've been telling this collective over and over and over again. You're not materialistic. You're not shallow. You are allowed to enjoy your life. You are allowed to have nice things. You're allowed to like the things that you have. You're allowed to like your life. You're allowed to, and you don't have to explain yourself to anyone, and you don't have to share, okay? Unless your intuition is guiding you and calling you to share with someone. This is meant for you. You have put in the work, you've put in the experimentation, the trial and error. This is meant for you. It is not meant for anyone else, and you need to fully enjoy it. And that's the thing about like enjoying the time you're in and that little bit of success, so that you can always remember it. You need to enjoy your life. This is your life. It is your story. And if you're not enjoying it and you're fully like, I want you to savor it, okay? And you can do that with other people, but I think in the past, maybe you were the type of person who gave, and that came from a place of ego. You wanted to seem like a good person because of how much you could give to others. But I want you to make an offering to yourself. Give yourself a votive offering. Give yourself a blessing or a gift as if you're the goddess that you are, okay? We make prayers and offerings, and we do things out of duty or out of service or devotion for things outside of ourselves, and it's time to turn that energy inward. You are make an altar to yourself. Like, put your favorite things on it. Figure out what your favorite things are. Figure out what it is you like. Figure out what fills your cup and excites you. And if it's something, it can be something like watching Gilmore Girls or reading your fantasy novels or having a coffee in the morning, or enjoying whatever it is. I mean, if one of your deities wants a pack of cigarettes and a whiskey, you don't question him. You just give it, and that's something like, if the offering you make to yourself is taking a bubble bath, don't question it. Lean into it. Explore what happens when you offer something to yourself and to the goddess part of you, and really experiment with that. See where that leads you. See where that gets you. Yes, I'm going to leave it there. That is the end of the message. Thank you so much for being here. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.